Gotta love these sexy brioche buns. One of my weaknesses. Oh, and it's pre-sliced as well. Good time. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com, vibes it up in the kitchen. India and I were we were heading out to Toronto to visit my mom and dad, and we stopped off in Oakville, Whole Foods. She have a weakness for the salad bar there. Anyways, your boy catch that brioche buns there. Had to bring it home, so now I have to think about something to cook, well, to make with that brioche buns. So in today's video, we're doing a chicken burger. We did beef, we did all them kind of fancy thing already. We even did some jerk pork sliders. This time we're doing some chicken burgers. If you want, you can use ground turkey. It's totally up to you. But you're gonna like this one, man. You vibes it up. I've got here a couple pounds of ground chicken. And because chicken is one of those meats, unlike beef when you're making a traditional beef burger, because chicken can really take on flavors that you add to it, I like being quite creative here. So I'm going to go in with some black pepper. Then I have 2 scallions that I sort of roughly chopped. Well, not roughly, but finely chopped. I'm going to go in with some fresh thyme, and I'm just going to break the leaves off this fresh thyme here. Go in there, fella. What's wrong with you? And again, if you don't like thyme, you don't necessarily have to go in with a thyme, but I love the flavor of fresh thyme. It's one of those things that takes me back to the islands when I was a kid, and it was my job to help my mom season meats and stuff like that. So all that thyme is in there. This is where we're going to get a sort of an Asian twist to this chicken burger. And this is going to be my salt element, and that is some soy sauce. I've got here some sesame oil. And I don't like sesame oil. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do like the flavor it adds to this. So about half a teaspoon or so of that sesame oil. If you want, you can go in with a bit more. And one of my favorite ingredients to use, Hoisin sauce. Sticking to that whole Asian theme in the Caribbean, we use a lot of ginger as well. Just want to grate some fresh ginger in there. And that is about a teaspoon or so of freshly grated ginger. And the final thing to go in there, now I will not be using any Caribbean sunshine in here, no Scotch bonnet, nothing fiery, because I'm going to make a sort of spicy mayo to dress this with. To bring it all together, I'm going to go in with 1 egg. And all you want to do here, now if you're a huge fan of salt, you can obviously add more salt if you want. The sodium from that soy sauce will be enough for me. Give that a good mix. I'm going to have to go in with my hands in there. Mix that thoroughly and set it aside for about an hour or so in the fridge. Let it really take on the flavors before you make them into the sort of burger patties. I must admit it's not the most appetizing of looking things at the moment, but some cling wrap over that in the fridge, let it marinate for a while, and then we're going to go form them into patties, and then we're going to go outside and grill them. I went ahead and I made 6 patties with it because I got 6 bread. Quick tip, rub some vegetable oil in your hand because that chicken is going to be very sticky. It's unlike working with beef. It tends to be a bit more sticky. So these are already here. You have a couple options. Now you can fry these off. You can do it on an indoor grill, but I'm going to go outside. It is about 2 degrees Celsius, so they're very cold. But I like the sort of taste I get from it grilling on a propane grill or a charcoal grill or whatever you got. So yeah, we're going outside now. We're going to grill it maybe about 5 minutes on each side until it's fully cooked all the way through. And then we're going to dress it up with a wicked little mayo on that brioche buns that we got. Quick sriracha mayo, so I got some mayonnaise in here. And it's going to hit it with some of that sriracha. And then all you want to do is pretty much mix that up. And voila, the ultimate dressing for this chicken burger. I've got my grill on high. What I did first was to brush some vegetable oil on the grates because it will have the tendency to want to stick on there as you put them on. Basically, you're cooking them for about 4 or 5 minutes on each side. You're going to flip them over to get those grill marks if you want. Now, it all depends on the thickness of your burgers. Now, remember, if it's thicker, give it a little bit more time to cook through all the way through. The last thing you want is salmonella from raw chicken, right? Look at that smoke coming off there. It is very cold out here, so time to go inside and dress this up now. So there you go, friends, my take on a chicken burger. Remember I said you can use turkey, you can use whatever you like. I'm just gonna grab some of that sriracha mayo. You can go in with your lettuce and your tomato and your red onions and stuff like that. Some pepper jack cheese would be good on this as well, but I like it simple. So we got that burger on there, and we got this. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. This recipe is not Caribbean, so it won't be posted on CaribbeanPot.com. However, I will post it for those of you who want to have something to print at ChrisDeLaRosa.com. Bless up, man.